Malachi left home around 11:30. Malachi agreed to meet the driver and sell him a gun.
After the seller received payment and the transaction was completed, a physical struggle broke out inside the vehicle over the control of the purchased firearm, who was also the driver of the vehicle, produced a second firearm and fatally shot Malachi Mitchell. Just minutes later, deputies stopped him for his erratic driving behavior and discovered Mitchell's body.
Moolah gang, so they telling me that this person right here got set up, unalived in a car. Then the person that unalived him rode around with his body in the back seat, got pulled over by the police with the body still right there, and they let him go. I don't know.
Grieving mother in Douglasville wants justice after she says authorities released the man who admitted to shooting her son with no explanation. These are photos of 21-year-old Malachi Mitchell. According to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, deputies found him dead in the passenger seat of a car during a traffic stop. The driver was taken in for questioning and then let go. 11 Alive's Angelina Salcido is live from the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, where the family spoke this afternoon. Angelina, Malachi's mother...
I don't be knowing if these people be lucky or if the police just be that slow. I'm starting to lean towards the police just being that slow. Because never in my 26 years have I ever heard about somebody riding around with a body in a car, a unalived body, and get let go. I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did? Oh my God.
Believes the driver should be in bars here tonight.
Yeah.
And Jennifer, Kenya Mitchell says that deputies told her that the driver they pulled over shot Malachi. It has been almost a week and still this family has no answers.
And the deputies told the mama that So what are we talking about?
Without time to grieve,
what are we talking about?
Any answers.
Malachi Mitchell's family is busy fighting,
making sure that Malachi has justice.
Kenya Mitchell steadfast in her pursuit for answers, worried the system is protecting the suspect instead of her 21-year-old son.
This perpetrator who shot my son, who admitted to shooting my son,
he admitted to it?
Family.
Late January 29th. Mitchell says Malachi left home around 11:30. The family didn't know he was leaving, but later learned Malachi agreed to meet the driver and sell him a gun.
Gang, that's what he messed up at, bro. Y'all gotta stop doing stuff like this, gang. And I'm not trying to blame it on him. You feel me? But it's 11:30 at nighttime. You going to sell a gun to a random person, not at a gun store, not a gun show, none of that. You want to sell a blick to a person that you probably either barely know or don't know at all at 11:30 at nighttime. Me, personally, my nigga senses is going off as soon as I hear that. You feel me? I'm not going to meet up with nobody. I'm not even selling your ass an Xbox at 11:30 at night, let alone a pipe. And then it's not finna, I'm not even selling no blick to no random person, period, gang. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, if we not in a controlled environment, a Walmart, parking lot, or inside of Walgreens or something like that, bro. No, bro. You know what I'm saying? No. Yeah, you didn't even let nobody know.
Early the next morning, she pinged her son's phone, and that address that she found brought her to this location close to I-20 off of Thornton Road. When she got here, she says she found 3 deputies but didn't see her son. That's when she went straight to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office.
And the first question they continue to ask me, how did you know to come to the location?
Deputies later identified Malachi
What
as
do you mean, bro? It's fucking 2025. It's not that hard. You see, I see the location on their phone and I pull up. The fuck? What would you do? If you woke up in the morning, your son was at home, you woke up in the morning, he ain't here no more. Where's my son at? Location. Okay, let's go see where my son over here. He not answering the phone. He not texting me back. Like, what you asking us? What?
And they found dead in the back of the vehicle they pulled over. Detectives questioned the driver and let him go.
There's nowhere on God's green earth that anyone can be reckless driving, running through red lights and have a deceased body in the car and walk away.
Outrage. Mitchell's emotional plea to the driver's family.
Oh, that's crazy.
Do the right thing. Have some integrity about yourself.
I feel you, mama.
Asking the driver to turn themselves in. The GBI is handling Malachi's autopsy. I'm told that is still pending. When it comes to the sheriff's office, they continue doing their investigation. Once that is done, they are going to send their findings over to the Douglas County State Attorney for review and possible prosecution. We're live tonight.
See, that's what I'm saying. He can't turn himself in if they haven't prosecuted him for nothing. If he hasn't been indicted, he can't, or he hasn't been charged, he can't, whatever the word is, he can't turn, like, I can't go in there and turn myself in and be like, hey, I did this. Okay, but we ain't got no information right now, so you're gonna have to wait until you got a warrant. We can't do, what do you want us to do? You know what I'm saying? It ain't even on the person, it's on the police at this point. He already admitted to it. You feel me? He admitted to it. He got caught with the body. I'm sure he got caught with the blick still in the car. Gang, this crazy, folks. I feel the mama though, gang. Like, what the fuck? What's going on? Now, I do get it, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like let's say, for example, you in the car with your homie end up getting hit with some bullets, you know what I'm saying? You driving crazy trying to get him to the hospital and he end up passing away in your car. It might look bad, but at the end of the day, you was just trying to save him. So I think that's why they trying to get all the evidence and all that stuff like that, because even if the driver did blick the other boy down, it's two sides to the story. Can they prove that it was a murder and not a self-defense? Because nobody else was in that car. And the thing about inside the car, ain't no surveillance really. Ain't no surveillance in no car, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that. So this the police, I guess this the police officer that ended up finding them or something?
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Tavarius Pounds from the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. I would like to share some information on the case that happened last week in Douglas County that has garnered media coverage. There's been a lot of concern and speculation about how we're dealing with this case. I'm here to give you an update and give you the facts of what our investigators have come up with so far. The investigation into the January 29, 2025 shooting remains active and ongoing. Based on evidence from the crime scene and witness statements, investigators have determined the following. Evidence indicates that two black males who were familiar with one another met in Douglas County for the sale and purchase of a firearm. After the seller received payment and the transaction was completed, a physical struggle broke out inside the vehicle over the control of the purchased firearm.
So the seller received payment and then it started being a physical altercation going on. But I don't know.
The purchaser, who was also the driver of the vehicle, produced a second firearm and fatally shot Malachi Mitchell. Believing he was being set up and possibly followed, the driver fled the scene. Just minutes later, deputies stopped him for his erratic driving behavior and discovered Mitchell's body. Investigators have confirmed that he was in contact with an individual at the time, providing limited information about the incident and expressing fear that he had been set up and that he was being followed. Based on the witness's statement, the driver was clearly in a state of panic, uncertainty, and seeking rational advice from someone he was dealing with during this traumatic experience. We are continuing to withhold the driver's personal information because of what we consider to be credible threats of violence to him and his family over Mitchell's death from a local criminal street gang. Additionally, we are actively following leads related to these threats.
Now I got questions. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Because now, see, I get the mama's frustration, but we got to get to the whole story, though. Because, mama, as much as you probably don't want to hear it, what if your son was on some finessing type shit? What if your son got the money from the dude, and then when he went to give him the gun, he like, nah, and tried to get out the car. Now the other person in the front seat like, hold on, bro, you got a gun in your hand. You selling me. What kind of stuff you want? I'm scared. Pop, pop. oh, I don't know, they might be trying to set me up. Somebody might be coming outside. I'm going, you feel me? Because when he say stuff like the person who was driving, the person who unalived Malachi, when he say stuff like he been getting threats, who are you getting threatened from? You know what I'm saying? If you was a good boy, a nice good boy that ain't have no problems with nobody, you wasn't in no street activity or nothing like that, you was just selling a legal gun legally to somebody else, how could you have gangs threatening the other person? You kind of get what I'm saying? Like, if a nigga went to school his whole life, he ain't never been in the streets his whole life, and something end up happening to him, what gang is gonna step up and threaten the other boy's life? Y'all get where I'm coming from though? So now I'm asking, was he on some finessing? Was he trying to rob? How did it really go? Because even if that is what happened, it takes a lot for somebody to get pulled over and be like, yeah, I'm the one, I unalived him, but woo-de-woo-de-woo. So that's why he hasn't been arrested. As much as the mama don't want to hear it, and she want to make it sound like the police is protecting, the police just can't make an arrest because somebody passed away. They don't know half the story, let alone the full story. You feel me?
Part of our ongoing investigation, we want to assure the public that every aspect of this case is being thoroughly examined. Our investigators are following the evidence wherever it leads, and we will not rush to judgment or make an arrest based on media coverage, public pressure, or outside influence.
And y'all can't expect the police to just arrest somebody because at the end of the day, he got a mama. And if he telling his mama, like, mama, he sold me a gun, but he was trying to rob me, so I got scared and just popped him. That mama feel the same way you feel about your son, about her son. You feel me? Do your homework.
We remain in contact with the Douglas County District Attorney's Office, and once the investigation is complete, the case will be submitted for their review.
So this just happened. So I do want to know if anybody know this person or anybody from Georgia, y'all know this story. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's really always three sides to a story. You feel me? One side, the other person's side, and the truth type shit. You feel me? So I guess we gonna see. But damn, rest in peace to him. I wish it didn't have to happen like that though on 4 now.